The Supreme Court seems likely to support a federal regulation on coast guns after recent oral arguments in the case VanDerStok v. Garland. This case challenges a 2022 rule from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. The rule treats readily convertible coast guns kits as regular firearms, meaning they must have serial numbers and background checks. Coast guns are untraceable and can be easily assembled from kits bought online. They have been increasingly found at crime scenes. The ATF clarified in its 2022 Frame and Receiver Rule the Gun Control Act of 1968 applies to these kits. During the arguments, most justices seemed to support the ATF's stance. Solicitor General Elizabeth Prelogar argued hobbyists could still buy these kits if they pass background checks. Justice Samuel Alito expressed skepticism about calling unassembled parts a gun, comparing it to food items.
Here's a blank pad, and here's a pen, all right? Is this a grocery list?
I don't think that that's a grocery list, but the reason for that is because there are a lot of things you could use those products for to create something other than a grocery list.
Right,
and so it's not like they're...
If I show you, I put out on a counter some eggs, some chopped up ham, some chopped up pepper and onions, is that a Western omelet?
No, because again, those items have well-known other uses to become something other than an omelet.
Prelogar pushed back on Alito's breakfast analogy, but said another conservative, Justice Amy Coney Barrett, was more spot on with her turkey chili comparison.
Would your answer change if you ordered it from HelloFresh and you got a kit and it was like turkey chili, but all of the ingredients are in the kit?
Yes, and I think that that presses on the more apt analogy.
The challengers, including gun owners and manufacturers, argued the ATF's rule goes against the Gun Control Act, which they believe applies to only fully assembled guns. They suggested focusing on machining gun parts, but several justices questioned this view. Justice Sonia Sotomayor raised concerns about federal agencies overstepping their bounds.
And this is kind of, the agency just taking over what is really Congress's business. Is that a storyline that the respondents here can tell about this regulation?
No, I don't think there is any tenable way to characterize this regulation as an attempt to change the meaning of the statute to confront a new problem.
The case is significant for the 6-3 Republican majority Supreme Court, known for expanding Second Amendment rights. However, the argument suggested the justices might favor the ATF's interpretation due to public safety concerns. A ruling is expected by June, which could affect future firearm regulations and agency authority.